Hey everyone, good morning. This is pre-market outlook discussion we are going to have for the date of 7th January 2026. See, the caution what we have been indicating you to apply on all your long trades, particularly from this week's beginning. The increased way of caution also we have mentioned in the yesterday's one, and that caution along with the volatility we have actually mentioned here today. See the behavioral changes, developments, what are all happening till now today. So for the recent two sessions, it has totally changed from the consolidation to cautiously maintaining the bullies, and from that cautiousness got increased with a volatility stepped in. And today we can see some volatility is going to increase in the way along with a higher caution, because the trend is slowly shifting towards a downward drift, but not in a bigger way. One can see the downward actually getting enforced by the behavior is because it is not actually getting follow through buying while approaching the resistance zones. Instead, it is getting a fatigue way of behavior around the resistance points, and the selling also initiated from there. But for selling also not follow through selling and all we are seeing on the charts. For making the chance by drifting downward, it may be attracting the buying again around the support zones as per its behavior shown in the recent few months. We can take it. So that way, if the 26,100 probably it is getting broken today, it's while it is opening itself, and 26,000 to 25,950, which is the very core support point on immediate basis. From the positional perspective, it is somewhat far away from the current levels. But anyway, this 26,000 to 25,950 is the key points and key range one should focus on, as long as the Nifty is actually maintaining this range without giving a break or without closing below to that point in any larger time frame starting 1 hour. If it is doing so, one can maintain cautiously in the bullish way, because one can even participate around the zone for moderately building the long sides with a quantity or lots we are mentioning. So in case if it is breaking, means it is very, very important to note that you should not focus on long side once the Nifty breaks at 26,000 to 25,950 range, particularly the lower base of 25,950 level. If it breaks, probability will be very high for reaching 25,700 this time, and more than that. If the 25,700 is high, that means how fastly it is, how quickly it is actually achieving will be the way for the sellers to break and close below to that very important behaviorally changed zone, which has been acted many occasions protecting the Nifty to move below to that level. So which may be easily breached this time if it is quickly moving to 25,700 after breaking 25,950. Make a clear note on this. So how we are giving a strategy after breaking 25,950, if it is quickly moving to 25,700, that quickness may be taken as within a day. If it is happening, very higher chances we can have to break and close below the 25,700, which was the very important zone that has kept the Nifty without giving up and gave a very phenomenal upside towards the 26,300 levels and all from that zone. Means how much importance we are provided actually for that 25,700, that has been discussed in many times during the this kind of Zoom sessions or in the meeting in the Saturdays, or in the way of providing reports or alerts in all nook and corner. We have discussed about this 25,700. This level should not get broken on daily closing basis for consecutive 2 days. That is to be minded by every traders and investors. If it is happening, so we are very advancedly indicating and giving a signal for you all. once it happens, as mentioned, below to 25,700 level for the consecutive 2 days, means chances for making a meaningful correction about to 4 to 5% of correction also can be expected from the Nifty side. That may be happening well before March. So one can see the well before March means February it may be taking the chance for correction, or even the end of January also it may be seen in the way of moving away from the point what we have mentioned. So on the go, the January month may end the correction like, but provided it should close below 25,700 for consecutive 2 days. But what can happen if it is closing one day and it is not trying to close again, but it is expected to bounce like the things that are happening, means it won't give you a chance for uh, continuously focus on corrective basis, but it may give the chance for sell on rise kind of actions that maybe lead investors and traders to watch out and you utilize any meaningful rise or hike in the market to make use of that by the way of booking profits or otherwise selling barely the naked options or naked futures and also can be sold out. So in that manner, one can approach the Nifty if it is giving a one-day close and bouncing back. Anyhow, that is also a weaker behavior only, because it should not even break below 25,700 this time. Okay, so this and all based on positional strategy we have discussed till now. Anyhow, for the day, the opening trend would be any higher kind of cautiousness with the negativity, flat to negative trend in the opening can be seen because of the Asian region's nervousness about the opening trends. So that is being impacted on Indian market also. But anyhow, the overall global market actually moving in a mixed manner that may not be leaving the India to follow continuously for the throughout the day we can expect, because we are here expecting our market to be respected by the levels what it is being constructed and what it has been having as a support, the 26,000 and 25,950. That should be watched out. Once it is getting broken, the intraday based selling may be extended towards the zone of 28,700 level even. But let's see whether it is breaking or not. Until it is holding this level, the range bound actions between 26,000 to 26,200 levels may be expected. Once it is breaking 26,200 only, it is having chances to move further high towards 26,300. But we are not seeing that point is going to happen today. For the higher side, 26,200 will be yes stiff resistance for the day that may not be get broken. And after breaking this 25,950, we are explained for the positional trend. But if it is breaking in today's trend itself, what may happen means you may be seeing a severity in the selling starting today itself, or even if it is not trying to move further high or further move in the way of a downside, means you can see the time maybe get consumed to construct or to attract the selling, but the chances for drifting further high, further downside will be happening on tomorrow's one. That may be expiry for Sensex also there, so that may be happening on that day. Anyhow, we can leave it these things and all. We can just focus on the levels. 26,000 to 25,950 is a great support zone for the day. Until it is holding, every dip can be utilized by the way of approaching in a moderate way of buying can be done, not in an aggressive manner we are advising here. If you are an aggressive trader or aggressive buy trader, you can actually avoid trading in that manner while it is approaching the support zones. In case if it is breaking 26,200 only, you can continue your aggressive kind of behavior in the way of taking trading decisions for the targets of 26,300 to 350 also. But it is in the midst of, that means the middle point of both side of strategies we have discussed no. So it is better to avoid aggressive kind of trades currently. And as it is going to be a neutral day for the market, if it is not breaking 26,000 on the lower side or 26,200 on the higher side, the tight kind of trades can be expected, and where one can ignore trading on index based one, and it is better to focus on stock based one. Sectoral shifts also can be observed, and from that every sectoral rotations happening, you can pick a select stocks from those sectors, and you can try to make this day useful. And we are focusing the defensive sectors will be driving the markets today, because the markets are actually getting overheated because of the lack of follow through buying, and near to the support zones it is actually trading no. So that is why so that manner the pharmaceuticals, IT, FMCG stocks can be focused in front line, and followed with the oil and gas, energy, that can be in the way of negative side. That means selling side one can focus, and the Reliance would be having a key for protecting the support or breaking the support today. So if it is moving further down, the chances for Nifty breaking down the stipulated support zones and all probably happening. Keep watching Reliance also. And from the sectoral friends, along with the Reliance Industries we have mentioned, it is better to concentrate on stocks like Titan company based on the business update, Biocon based on the new product launch, Lauda Developers also based on business update for the recent quarter, IRB Infrastructure based on the order win, Jubilant Foodworks based on business update for the recent quarter, Divi's Laboratories and National Aluminum based on the technical behavior. We have provided stocks here, so that can be focused to make your trading, intraday trading, fruitful. And along with the many stocks are also available, we will be providing that through our recommendations anyhow. And so implementing stop loss would be very, very key, and very needed one for this kind of trend, because the volatility index what we have been tracking and informing you all has started moving up. Anyhow, the 11 point is the core level for the India volatility index. If it is closing above consecutively 2 days above the particular point, chances for moving towards 14 or even making a higher point beyond the 14 level also can be expected. If it is so, there only the volatility will be leading the way for Nifty and Sensex, or many other benchmark indices also going to face the selling spree. There onwards you can see. So that is very important to watch out, along with the market trend, India volatility index level of 11. So that's it. So keep the stop loss in every trade, particularly be focused moderately on the long trade. Don't be aggressive, and be constructive in the way of approaching the trades either side by following the levels we have mentioned. So breakout or breakdown, that should be doing the rest of the things in the today's market trend. So make use of those levels and the strategies we have discussed. So that's it from today's pre-market discussion we can have, and we'll see some query. Okay, so your feedback is very good, sir. Actually, we'll try to give, because this is a single page of report we are providing. If it is keep adding some text and all, we'll check whether it is visibility and whether the ease of reading and all is not impacted, means we'll be doing that also. Because you have suggested about giving a long side or short side, whether you are mentioning the stocks, like your valuable feedback is accepted, sir. We'll try to look at it. So that's it from today's pre-market discussion we can have. Everyone have an opportunistic day today. Thank you. Bye-bye.